What's up? It's your boy Jay.
I'm Thomas.
I'm Ashley Booker.
All right, and we back at Musing Around. We back, gentlemen.
We back.
Yeah, we back.
How we feeling, y'all?
I'm feeling real good right now, man. We were just chilling, just sipping and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, let's get this started before.
This is a good time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we feeling good right now. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
We had time to pre-game, if you will, before the game. You know what I mean? So I think we nice and warmed up.
I think so too.
Right.
Yeah.
And if anybody watching on YouTube, that doesn't mean we over here just sloppy drunk or nothing like that. That just means we had good conversation before.
Speak for yourself, brother.
We're gonna have that button is to mute Thomas. No, I'm
fucked up. Nah,
all right, so what do we want to talk about first? Yeah, go ahead.
Well, look, I'm gonna let Jay kick this off now because this is something that I'm gonna have a lot to say later.
Okay,
so I'm gonna let him kick this one off.
All right. Today, I think the topic that we're going to talk about, at least for the first segment, and if you're tuning in for the first time, new on YouTube, whatever the case may be, understand we have two segments we do: the first segment and the second segment. And you might not know which one we post to YouTube, but we're only going to post one to YouTube. So if you're on YouTube watching, understand that if you're hearing this or you're seeing this, that if you want to listen to the rest of the episode, you got to go on Spotify, you got to go on Apple Podcasts to listen to it, right, gentlemen?
That's correct.
All right, so just make sure you do that. But in the meantime, we're going to talk about something I think that was super controversial. It was the top. So it was the news that came out about an AI rapper that got dropped from a label. The AI rapper
dropped, Jay.
Oh man, listen.
How an AI rapper get dropped?
Listen, man, I don't know. Like,
explain like the AI. What is it?
Yeah, can we start there?
Yeah,
start there. Okay, yeah, let's start.
Unpack this, please.
Yeah, let's start with the technology first. So, let's be real. So, I think in earlier episodes, if you don't know, I said my background's IT, right, and as well as music production, Ash music production, Thomas music reviews, as well as a small business background. Ash small business too, by the way.
Absolutely.
So I'm saying this to say of why I guess I'm speaking up, talking to it. So when it comes to this AI rapper, first off, the whole idea of this rapper was to be the blockchain's first or umpteenth rapper that exists on the blockchain, right? And let me think. What's the name of the rapper? I always forget this rapper's name.
Cheesy.
Let me look.
No, it was like now. It's like literally like a computer name,
right?
Yeah,
no, it was something like that tells you. F'n Mecca. That's the name of the rapper. F'n Mecca. Yeah. So it's a rapper that was put together by taking the voice of an actual rapper, taking his voice and his likeness, shaping that into a graphical image. CGI, and then from there, taking his voice and building an AI that basically will rap the lyrics that's either put together for it or the lyrics it generates based on a different, based on a model. And so that model,
a known rapper.
Yeah, this is an up and coming rapper. Specifically, let me think of the name. Let me see what the name of the rapper was. I'm so bad on this info. That's why we not a news channel, right?
Right.
Damn, I can't find the name of the rapper right now. But it was based on an up-and-coming rapper. And basically, they took all his voice, they took his likeness, and they put it together, wrote some code, created a model. That model is based off of a bunch of different rappers in the potential game right now. And it would generate lyrics based on that, right? From what I understand. I'm not sure if they, in addition, like wrote some lyrics too as well after it generated what it generated. But that's kind of how it came about. And then all the music put out by this rapper were NFTs. If you don't know what NFT is, it's a non-fungible token. We went into stuff like this before, but essentially it's something that exists on the blockchain, right? I'm not gonna get on to all specifics because we can have a whole conversation about that.
Podcast, yes.
But it exists only on the blockchain. I think it was getting to the point where it may have been streaming on like Apple and stuff like that. Quite honestly, I wasn't keeping up with none of this. So to be real with you, like I knew about it, but I really wasn't giving no time and day for real.
I didn't know about that till the story came
out. Oh, so yeah, I knew about it. I actually saw the company. It's called Factory New. And I saw their stuff they had going on. I thought it was a little cheesy, so I didn't really dive too much into it. But that's the technology behind it, right? So it's this artificial intelligence, not super intelligent, that generates these lyrics, right? For a rapper that's used the likeness of a black person in his voice, right? And that's how it came about in terms of technology. But the controversy part is the rapper, this this AI rapper, first off, it's at that point you think look at it like a robot, right? Its content is being created by people who are not black, right? It's maybe some of it's self-generated off of black culture, off of black music, but it on top of that maybe edited by someone who's not black, and the content is being put out. He's the rapper saying the N-word, right? Multiple times, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of the lyrics and a lot of stuff it's saying is like based upon black things within black culture or black, history or whatnot. So like I think it had some imagery on one of the NFTs or some of the pictures where he's getting beaten in the prison by a police officer, right? And of course, that's tugging at a very real thing that some people rap about. And you can go down the deep dive, or we could go down the deep dive of, are people really rapping about lyrics that, they really experience? But we're not going to go into that. Right. But still, the point is that's all coming from a real place, you know what I'm saying, that people are talking about, right? And that place at, not all times, but at most times within rap comes from the black community, right? So that's where we should start with that. I guess I gave a long backdrop, but let's dig into it.
We got some understanding here.
Yeah, we got some understanding. Yeah. How do we feel about this, gentlemen? How do we feel?
I mean, white rappers don't say nigga. Yeah. White rappers don't try to be something that they're not. Eminem doesn't. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Jack Harlow doesn't. They rap like, what they experience is what they rap about. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
So I don't feel like him. I mean, we don't know his experience, his life. It's not art. It's mimicking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's making a mockery out of something. Not a mockery, but it's something you shouldn't be doing. You know what I mean? It's like the blackface.
No, I think like
it's just like black.
It's a little bit of that. And then if you dig a little, actually pause. Let me stop. What you think, Ash?
Well, this is a hard one for me, man, because the thing is this. Me personally, like when I saw that this thing or whatever it is had a record deal.
Yeah.
And there are people out here working their ass off.
Yeah. Preach.
Putting their life on the line.
Yeah. Preach.
Yeah. All that to get a record deal. And this thing, I mean, and there's no, I guess, offense. I mean, I don't know where we're going in the future, but no offense to the AI.
You're funny.
Hey, man. Hey.
Don't upset now.
Hey, don't upset the AI. Everybody has the power to shut us off.
I know. Let's take a pause for the sentient. For the sentient AI that's listening to us in the future. We mean no disrespect.
I mean no. Don't come to my house and lock me in it. I am sorry. I'm trying to be as respectful as possible. This is a new thing going on in our world right now. But I do feel like, with that being said, it's like, man, like, I mean, people still make music, right?
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah.
Let me. Are artists out there still trying to make it, or is it like something to where it's like, what, like, how in the world does an AI?
Yeah,
it's something we don't need. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what? I'm almost glad they broke the rules. See, I'm gonna take an opposite stance. I'm glad he did it.
What?
Because now he got dropped.
Because
this does not need to be a trend. Because all FN Mecca needed to do was sell some records, and everybody was over with.
Yeah.
And you would have heard it here first.
Right.
Human beings are done.
Yeah.
Because that means they don't have to deal with a human being. They can just make you in the sitting back here on a keyboard. Man, fuck, they do that shit all day.
See, I think that's the next level. Because here's the thing, like. And like, I'm not gonna make this about black and white and nothing like that. We just gonna stick to like the simpleness of it, right? Not that we can't discuss that, but I really want to talk about this. But at the same time that you have this, it's just like when you have someone come into a community, any community. Think of, you just name a community, right? And they hijack that community for what they got. Now, as being
another podcast, right here.
I know, but as being a man of color, you know what I'm saying? I would simply say that's nothing new to the culture of being hijacked. But to me, like, the levels of it is this. And this is where, like, because he had one dude who was attached to it that had to walk away from it. He was defending it. Then he had to walk away because he realized it was really jacked up. But when you got someone that's creating this in a vacuum, first off, you got a bunch of people on the team, you know what I'm saying? And let's say, I think reportedly, allegedly, a lot of the people were white, right?
Right, right. The make like all the developers of this thing.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah. So to that point, when you have that and you have them creating a rapper that's based upon a specific culture, right? Let's be real. And I'm not saying, that's definitely white rappers, you know what I'm saying? They contributed 100% cool. We got Hispanic rappers contributed.
I'm sure, right.
But a lot of this is based upon Black culture. Let's just be real. So I'm saying this to say, you got them creating lyrics around a lifestyle that's based off of Black rappers, right? And then using the N-word, right?
Right, yeah, no, that's the topper.
You know what I mean?
That's a topper, but I would even go even deeper. I thought it was bullshit that if you, because when I saw it, I did like a deep dive on it. And I'm like, okay, well, what is this? I'm not a fool. If this is where the music industry is going, I got to figure it out, right? If I want to be in it. So I do a deep dive and I start looking at these videos and it's like very, what's the word? Very much, it seemed like ridiculous. Like, it's like you're taking, like, I guess, whatever you think of, I guess, us and making it a little bit more extreme than even the real thing. Does that make sense?
No, it does.
Like, it's even more extreme. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so with that being said, it was like, okay, even before the whole N-word thing came up, I thought that was already a little bit an abuse because it's kind of like, it's like almost making, and especially when you know the creators aren't, it's okay to poke fun at yourself. Yeah. Now, if somebody else did this, now imagine if I was a Black developer. Yeah. I don't even want to go here, but imagine if I'm a Black developer and I make an AI country singer, right? Yeah. And I do it in a very exploitive like way of like, what I would think in my head, what it would be to be a country singer or to be a superstar. Which I don't think that, because I think countries, they are rock stars, by the way, and they are awesome and they're amazing. I've been around a lot of them. They always nice. I just want to preface it with that, but I'm just saying, but let's just say I mean, we could do, Jay could do tech. He can build an AI. So the thing is that, okay, so let's say we set up here and we had this fucking idea like, hey, you know what? We're not in the country space, but we can create an AI that can be. Yeah. And then we make like a mockery of like whatever the hell they got going on.
Yeah, but it sells though.
But
and it gets signed.
But how does people But how will people feel?
No, I'm with you. I'm following you.
No, absolutely. I mean, I get it. It's gonna make some money.
Yeah, no. I'm just adding to the jacked upness of it. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't feel good. And I think more than that is like this, man. Like you gotta think like the people behind it, like, was this malicious, right? And maybe it's not, maybe they just saw the green, right? But at some point, like Ash said before, if they figure that out at that level, they like, oh yeah, we don't even need to hire the next Rick Ross. You know what I'm saying?
We don't even need to deal with a person.
Oh yeah, we just make them.
You know how much easier that is?
Right.
I ain't got some dude calling my phone and where the fuck's my money? No, I could just cut them off.
What was it good music?
I told you.
Did you listen to some?
I didn't listen.
I listened to the music. I listened to it. I tried to, man. It was just it. How about this?
But you listened to it after the fact that you know.
Well, how about this? I listened to it without even looking at it in that regard. I was listening to it as the fact that, like, yo, this dude just got signed to Capitol. I'm like, what the fuck? An AI? Yeah. So I go and I listen to the music. I'm just like, I mean, it's not bad, but it's not good. Right. It's just it's an even. Yeah. It's a C. Yeah. Going to be fair about it, it's a C.
No,
it wasn't an F. It was a C.
Yeah.
They were doing it. They were doing it at a level, you know.
I think he got signed purely because how popular like the NFTs were and how popular it was in that space.
Correct.
The uniqueness of what it was. And I think people thought at first that, because like, here's the thing. Let me dip into this. I said before, and I don't got the rapper's name.
F'n Mecca.
But this is actually based upon an actual rapper, right? And that rapper, he came out on Instagram and basically he was talking about how, because like they thought everyone knew it was based on this rapper, right?
Right.
And they thought he was cut into everything, or he was writing the lyrics. They didn't know all this was being created in a vacuum. So then when like this is where it really blew up. When the rapper got on Instagram and said, like, nah, bro, they just used my likeness and my image, you know what I'm saying, and my words, right? And they put it together and created this thing, and I never got paid off of it, and they just went off.
That's the problem right there.
So, like, that's what made it worse. And then right before that, you had the other guy, I forget his name, that was like, he's a music industry guy, you know what I'm saying? And He was attaching himself to this.
What's his name, man? Please.
Shoot, man.
It's okay.
I gotta find the name.
We'll do it off air.
I'll let y'all talk. You know what I'm saying? And I can find the name. But the point is that he had to start backing off because he didn't know that at that point they literally hijacked the culture. You know what I'm saying? Like when you got the person that you built this off of, he ain't getting a cut of nothing, and y'all just rolling with it and using this man's voice and everything, bro. Like that. I mean, I give Capital this. They shouldn't have signed him. They definitely shouldn't have signed him. So that's wrong. But what they did do right. When they saw that it was wrong, they was like, no.
Hey, how about this?
Who in there at Capitol Records not seeing it?
Well, I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you what. In normal corporate, like this is the way corporate America works, guys. Like, when there's a fire, they running away from that motherfucker. You hear me? Yeah. And anybody who was involved with it, I mean, they might not have jobs now.
Oh, no, they don't. They probably don't. I mean, real with you.
I feel you. Yeah. I'm about to say because somebody needed to get fired. Yeah. This shit shouldn't even happen. It shouldn't even got to that level.
But you know what? But I have to agree with this point that Jay kind of made earlier. Is that look? Hey, kudos for the balls. I guess to kind of look towards the future potentially because everything is kind of algorithm based and AI driven, and that's all the algorithm is, guys. Is AI. So really, like our whole worlds are pretty much derived of AI already, and so. Even making music at times. I mean, we've had this conversation even with music productions. A lot of AI work now that goes involved in mixing, making beats, all that. So the next step is to fucking replace the artist, which is sick. Yeah. But I mean, only because there's people out here still doing. Now, look, if everybody on Earth said, "Yo, fuck music, I don't want to do it no more," all right, cool, man, make an AI because we gotta have music.
Art is personal. Art comes from a person's experience. Yeah. This AI, he just was born a couple weeks ago.
Thomas, but they hijacked to someone else's experience to make that.
But you know what though? But this is going to be I'm going to tell y'all the most fucked up part. When we talking about like probably about 30 or 40 years from now, that might be hate speech because the AI will be looking us in the face and like I feel things. You're telling me I don't feel? I feel.
See, Ash,
I have an experience.
See, Ash going down this path. He like, look, man,
Terminator.
Sentient AI, you're not coming for us in the future. You're not coming for me.
They're gonna have derogatory words too, like we got niggas and stuff. Don't call me no computer chip.
Maybe.
No, they might actually sit and cry. Like maybe one day. You're going to be in your illustrious mansion because this is going to be the #1 podcast in the world. And then what happens is that now your AI computer's walking through there and you're like, well, you're just a computer. And they might start being in the corner crying.
Yeah.
Now, you'd be like, no, I'm sorry. Is this weird? Right. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So as a person,
I mean, whatever. I'm telling y'all.
I was like, what the fuck are you?
Listen, he said, what are you? Tell me your name. iRobot.
That's it.
Don't be going walk around calling me iRobot.
Nah, but it's safe to say this, and this is the heart of it, right? Like, no one should go in and hijack the culture just to make a quick buck.
Nah, nobody should do that.
And the simple is because, like, at the end of the day, like, it's real pain that comes from that. It's real experiences that come from that. And when you're doing that, you just, like Ash said earlier, you're making a mockery of the whole thing, right? Yeah. And I think, I don't think there's nothing wrong with trying to have a AI rapper in the blockchain. I think if they did it and had it literally connected to the rapper, and the rapper was immensely benefiting off of it, and it was maybe tied to what his career was, then it would be a little bit more palatable. I'm not saying it would have been perfect, but it would have made a little bit more sense. But I'll be real with you, like, the idea that makes it not really make full sense down that path is the fact that when you give someone a taste of the fact that they can create something and then X out the person behind it,
right?
Then they just go wild with it. And be real with you, to tie it back, right? That happened early in music, right? You know what I'm saying? Just to be real with you, like,
kudos to this was stopped. You know what I'm saying? People have done this and succeeded and made billions of dollars off of our culture.
You go back in the day.
This one,
facts. You go back in the days of who am I thinking? What's a good example? You can name anyone. Like,
I'm gonna make people mad if I name
Nah.
Fucking Elvis
no.
Presley.
My live is crashing. My live is crashing out right now.
Where's that?
We ain't gonna talk about Justin Timberlake.
Hey, no, see, Ash, where that mute button? Where that mute button?
Well, Ash ain't gonna talk about Justin Timberlake.
I have nothing bad to say about you, sir.
I definitely do not.
Justin Timberlake. I'm not saying Justin Timberlake is a horrible artist. I dig Justin Timberlake music.
Yeah,
but Justin Timberlake would be nowhere without. And I'm sure he pays homage.
No, he does. He says
no, he does.
He says
he does.
He says
we have to be fair to him.
Let's be fair.
He does. He showed love.
He definitely. He's one of us.
He never been caught on some bullshit.
Yeah, right. And I heard the King used to hang out with some.
He did too.
But
right.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's just a different. But you got to understand. You got to get a King of this or the whatever. We're not going to go there.
Yeah, we're not going to go there.
But I'll say this. We have to give him some credit. Is that everybody who did say? I mean, look, and that was a different time and a different era, and that man was hanging out with
black people.
Yeah.
So but to that point though,
it's a little different because we weren't feeling them like other folks was. Timberlake. I mean, we listen to Timberlake. We listen to Eminem. We listen to the Jack Harlow.
So wait, you saying people was not feeling the?
Was black folks feeling Elvis? I wasn't.
I'm not gonna fake it. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm not gonna fake it. When I first heard him, I was one of those weird ones at first. He was a slow grow to me.
Really?
When I first heard him,
I wasn't feeling the Slim Shady.
I did not. I was like, everybody was just like, nah, my cousin, and they'd be like, nah, bro, you just not listening, bro. Because I was into like down south rap. I mean, first of all, this wasn't even my cup of tea. I'm listening to Cash Money and shit. And fucking No Limit.
And came out real cheesy though. He came out kind of corny, but his wordplay, if you listen to it,
when I actually started listening, I was like, dude, cold.
Nah, he cold. I would say this though, like, I think Eminem played to his strengths, obviously, and he leaned into who he was and like maybe the imagery of how people perceived him to be. And I'm saying this to say, like, he had some of those like lyrics, and this is who he is, truthfully. He had some of those lyrics that kind of tapped into like, bro, I'm crazy, you don't know what I do type of deal. You know what I'm saying?
No, he did.
And he leaned into that.
I mean, by the time I got to college, I loved him. I mean, I'm not gonna fake it.
Yeah,
I'm saying that,
But I get
in the beginning.
I get it. But my ultimate
it's new to you. It was real new.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
We lived in a world where it was pretty much being ran by either. I mean, New York rap was kind of going out, and then you got then you had the surgence to like No Limit and Cash Money and shit. And at that point, I was in. I mean, we live in St. Louis, so we was like really like that was.
Yeah, that was us.
That and 3 6 Mafia and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I kind of give a fuck about him and
man. Listen,
at that time,
that's true.
I didn't.
I was a different time, different place. You know what I'm saying? Different thing that was in front of us. I will say this though. My point of mentioning that is just simply the fact that at a period of time, it was well known that you had black artists being robbed of their sound, and the copy paste was done on their white counterpart. That's like, you don't even gotta name names. It just happened, right? It's just reality. That's history, right? So I'm saying that to say it's a sensitive thing. It's a sensitive thing, right? I think if they wanted to play it smart, they should have just picked a totally different community. You shouldn't do it to any community, but if they were trying to play it smart, they should have picked something else, right?
But they were like, the developers like, we wanted it to work. But okay, hey, no jokes.
Rap is pop culture. We have
but we actually wanted it to work. Right. Like Jay, we were trying to make money.
But how about this? Then you need to pay the motherfuckers you biting off of.
True. Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Now you definitely got to pay them, and I think that's ultimately they shouldn't have done it. We already said that multiple times, and it's jacked up what they did. But that's what caught them up, is the fact that, and again, it didn't even twist right with the fact that they did it and it was made off the likeness of black people, because they got canceled. Black Twitter, bro, they got behind it. They pushed that heat on them. And on Capitol Records, they like, bro, you signing this virtual rapper that's taking advantage of our culture. You let this go all the way to this point and don't have no check to say, all right, cool, what are we doing?
Yeah.
And after that, Capitol was like, no, I am out. And then after that, all the stuff came out. So they were smart. They weren't smart in signing, but they were smart to know how to leave. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, I'm not going to lie, some labels and people, they take a little time. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they may take a little time.
They going to sit back.
Yeah. They be like, look, we making money, baby. I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, nah.
But, you know.
They ain't sitting back on them issues.
Nah,
buddy. They got a roster over there. They got people over there. They got to keep happy. They like, man, fuck that.
That will mess up.
All we need is a revolt. Fuck that.
way too rich.
Man, get rid of this damn computer. Cut him off. He's not even don't say he's not a person. Whatever he is.
He ain't no damn person.
Yo, I just like how Ash is being so
because one day
the scared of the iRobot trying to come
listen to me. Listen, one day there's gonna be some fucking Terminator, and he gonna kick down on your house, and he ain't kicking down mine.
Hey, look,
I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I was talking about.
But what sucks is the way things are going. That iRobot's gonna come to your door. I remember what you said, nigga.
Oh,
he gonna call you a nigga too. He will.
I'll be like,
it's still okay for them to do that, right?
Hey, now I'll be like this. Now, how do you feel?
Yeah.
How did you feel? Now you just made me feel that same way, sir. Like I thought now how are we gonna make any progress, Mr. Sentient Being?
I'm not gonna lie. To the people out there watching, like, what in the world is unfolding in front of me?
Mr. Sentient Being, how are we gonna make any progress?
We have Thomas and Ash going down hypothetical situations. But
he'll call you a melanated person.
And you know what? And I will say thank you, Mr. Sentient Being. No more computer. You are a sentient being.
Yeah, I'm with it. Man. We'll have to see how this goes. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, respect begets respect, man. I don't care if you're a robot.
Hey, look, we protected by Ash. I'm telling you that right now. You know
hey, man, we had to. Man, this is on a computer. Bro, eventually this shit lives forever. When them sentient beings sit back and listen to that shit, when the algorithm listen to it, they like, what did he say?
Yeah. Cancel.
Hold on. He talked about.
He said, "I'm not a what?"
He talked about the pioneer of rap from our camp,
F'n Mecca.
All he was doing was breaking down barriers so that we could enjoy the same fruits that all your artists enjoy.
Hey, listen, I'm telling you, people that's watching, he's not being condescending and comparing this to anything else. He's being for real. He's really trying to worry about this a sentient being in the future.
He is dead serious.
Hey, y'all think he's like, he's just trying to be funny. Nah. Look, and I'm not saying that to be, be funny myself. I'm saying that to let y'all know. You know what I'm saying? You got to be cognizant of everyone around you. That's the whole point.
You do.
Be cognizant, be caring and loving people. You know what I mean? Just treat people how you want to be treated. And I know like Jay, you just giving this hug, bro. But you know what? Someone out there need it. You know what I mean? So it's jacked up what he did. But at the end of the day, man, like I hope through all of this trauma that they at least take that rapper that didn't get any money and give him some money, bro. He deserves it at this point.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna tell our listeners about a very valuable thing in life. Creators, a lot of time, never reap the benefits of what they create. And it's fucking weird. I promise you, it's always going to be a capitalist business person who takes it from you and they're going to run to the bank.
That's a larger issue, right?
Thank you, everybody, for coming out. Good night.
Wait, this is the part where Ash just starts saying some random stuff about Trump. And then,
here goes
hey, don't refill my battery. I can talk all day. You hear me?
No. But it's definitely I keep saying it, but it's jacked up. But I wonder though how this space is gonna go though, because I mean, at the end of the day, it's not gonna be the last of that. I think this is gonna put a pause on people trying to make the AI anything for a little bit. But I think people are gonna come back and try to figure out, well, you know what, they jacked up because they just hijacked the community. So we ain't gonna do that.
We're gonna make them look like a.
We're gonna make them purple.
I think all would have been good if my dude got paid. You know what I'm saying?
If
he was more involved and he got the bread from this, I think it would have been all cool.
Yeah, that was my point earlier. If he was involved and he was literally attached to the rapper and people knew, I think at first people thought he was, they knew it was based off of him, and they thought he was more attached than what he was. That's why I think it went as far as it did. Because I think people thought, oh no, this is him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I think if that was real, they would have had at least one leg to stand on. Like, hey guys, as Ash said, look, we're not doing this, you know what I'm saying, because we want to take advantage of a culture. You know what I'm saying? We got someone from the culture that we're making this off of. You know what I mean? But that wasn't the case.
Yeah, it wasn't the case, yo.
And it came out, and then now they had to drop it. By the way, that company, man, they went down. Boo, 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 they went down the drain.
Did they?
Oh yeah, man. Like they got tanked because you got to think, man. Like in the crypto space, and like they're a company on top of being like interacting within the blockchain and stuff like that, and being a project on the blockchain, they're also a company. I'm saying this to say, in that space, it's speculation. When you have a bad story come out about you, and it's like really bad. You know what I'm saying? Bad to where you're jacking over some communities. That can be the end of what you have going on. So that's where you gotta walk careful. You know what I'm saying? In the spaces that you travel within. You know what I mean? You gotta be careful about what energy you put out. We talked about that before.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's wrap this up though. What you got to say to the AI, Ash?
Mr. Terminator, please. Hey, if you're watching this and it's 20 years from now and I'm just living my life, man, leave me alone, please. I'm sorry. This is all new to us. This is like I guess like melanated people back in the 1930s.
Hey.
Thomas, how you gonna follow those words, Thomas?
Blackface is still not okay, even though you're a computer. You know what I'm saying? If you know you're in the metaverse, it's still blackface, yo.
Tell him.
Still not cool, man.
Tell him.
Still not cool.
What I have to say to the AI and everybody out there is, I want you to first like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Then after that, go follow us on Apple Podcasts. I'm talking to you out there. Follow us on Apple Podcasts. Follow us on Spotify. Subscribe to everything. And look, support us, bro. We out here. You know what I'm saying? And we talking about some really interesting things. We musing on some really interesting things. So what we gonna do is we're gonna take a break, like always, and we're gonna come back and get into the next segment. So catch y'all later in a little bit.
Peace.
All right.